All right, another historic night for Kels because that's now 21 straight of at least 20, and she damn near doubled that with 37 on the night. So I'm gonna go through her makes, misses, and whistles, see how it transpired. And the only unfortunate part about her night was not getting the W attached. But other than that, individually, ridiculous. Let's see the first possession. Same matchups as before. Paige assigned to Kate. Career matched up with Kels. So they're going three bigs because AZ's out. And instead of playing Sims, they're going to have Career on Kels duty, which sucks, but going straight to their stagger. Shepard's communicating. Career, be ready. Can she navigate these? She can. But Kelsey's going to come off. Tight curl. Smith sees it. And instead of forcing Career to chase over two, she'll just switch. Good late switch. But now, on that catch, Lex, she clears out. Give clear side to Kels. She's catching. Smith is there. But now she's looking to get downhill. Smith is sliding. She gets beat. Gets into her line. And gets the whistle. Turns her corner tight. Smith is trying to slide, but she can't. She gets beat. Kels recognizes it. So she'll go inside. Cut her off. And then go up. And because Smith's momentum is taking her forward, there's contact. And Kelsey's also initiating. And most times, the ref's going to give that to the offensive player. So there was nothing Smith could do. At least she was ready to switch here, because most times, this big probably wouldn't be. Boston's going to handle the rock, hit the trail, cool. And we're going to get Lexi early. No, this has to be a misdirection, right? We're not going backside to Lex. AB, one dribble. I'm looking it off. She wants to keep. Try and catch Shepard. But Shepard's there. Eyes on the rock the entire time. She's going high, left to right. Nope, you're cut off. Drop, dribble, spin. Now you gotta look towards that left. So no pin. Ends up being an exchange. Easy switch. It's guard to guard between Sims and Enrique. We're going to hand off. Nope. You curl. And then Kels. Let's get you going. Enrique recognizes it. Top locks. Not really. But she does want to deny. So now Kelsey going to go back door. Great pocket right here. AB knows it. She catches. Career. Oh my goodness. And this is why you don't have to respect her. Why is she even filling out to the corner? I thought they resolved this issue. Hold dunker. Because now, as she's looking to rotate over, you're not even a threat. She's looking to react to the rotation instead of, if she makes this back cut, she rotates. If you sit dunker and Kel sees it on the catch, drop off, you're laying two. Because I've said this before, regardless of corner or dunker, she's going to be at that lane line. She's ready to rotate over. So why not just stay there? Because then if she wants to help, look where the side of two, technically she's high man. She's hugged a Kate on that weak slot. So there's never going to be help for the helper. So pocket, she rotates, you hold dunker, drop off, you lay two. Again, there's not going to be that crack man ready to crack back and take away the drop off. But instead, you just allow Career to read that, rotate over, and then just double sticks, two-hand block. It's going to be Kels pushing the rock. And this looks kind of weird because most times it would be Kate pushing the rock, and then Boston would go and get Kels early. So it's either that away, or she's at the wing. It's more of that wide. But it's reversed here. Sims, she reads it. She's going to look to deny. Kate reads it. All right, I'm going to reject that. Cut through. AB, U-turn. All right, now we got a ball screen for Kels. Nope. Kate, she'll loop. Threaten to Spain. No, they're flowing right into their horns. All right, so a little bit of misdirection. Oh my goodness. And right here on that entry, Kels, she's looking for that rip. Enrique, she's not opened up. She was expecting the handoff, fake, and now she's cutting back. Look at Enrique. Head on a swivel, just lost. Now she's got to go under two. Catch. Oh, she turned her corner clean. I'm going to pocket pull from deep. And that's Tracy. Just lost Enrique. And she's so damn good at setting up her defender just off simple fakes. Fakes the rip. Nope. I'm getting the rock. And now she's caught. Shepard. She tries to let Enrique through, but Enrique was so low here, she had to go two removed. Kate's going to push the rock. And they're already up 8. 6 minutes into the game, they damn near doubled the Wings points. Crazy. So Boston, interference. And now she'll set that ball screen. Sims, she's not really opened up. She gets cleaned on that. Whoa. So she gets cleaned here. Shepard, she's kind of in a drop. Not high enough. Kate reads it. All right, I'm going right to left. And now she's got to be up. Because right here, Kate can just go tween, right to left, rock her on that side step. She recognizes it. She's got to help over. Uh-oh. Kate reads it. She's threatening that side step. So right here, tween. Not even a tween. Cross. And now you beat the big. You're snaking. Queer. She's there. Elbow. We got Timpson trailing. Look for that dive. She's got to play two. Now she just snake. Pull her dribble out. Shepard. I can't veer that. Yo, you peel onto her. Sims. She was chasing. Alright, I'll look to recover. But now you got two on a rock. Boston. Just hold the pop. I like that. She basically filled behind. Paige. Now she's calling that 2 side. Turns into a 3 side. She's going to rotate. She is. But now you give a swing. I think in this situation, Paige just has to stunt and fall. Because you give this shot to AB. She's definitely gotten better at playing on the catch. So she can be a bit of a threat on the spot up. But I'd rather give her that shot than this swing to Kels. Because now she makes that extra. She's wide open. And she just made one. So that's kind of bad KYP from Paige. Look at the arc on that. That's a great look for her too. But it's wide. So the Wings dodge that. 2:30, 20-16. Enrique's on the rock. So we got Paige matched up with Kels. AB's looking back. Is she looking at Kate? It's going to be that early wide, isn't it? It is. And this is what I was referring to. They love these. It's a good trigger for them. Kate recognized it. Not Kate. Paige. Paige recognized it. Looks at top lock. Denies that. Now what? She can take it. She is. Because Paige is detached here. Kels recognized it. I'll take it. Now they're going to flow into their double drag. Or is she going to ghost this? And this is when it gets dangerous. Because if you take away the wide, they know their progressions. We're going to go double drag, and she might ghost this one. And if, in this case, Paige, if she's behind, there's going to be confusion on that red. Now let's see. Uh-oh, and you see it. Because Paige was attached, she's forced to go under, she's behind on this play. Enrique sees it, knows that Kels is looking to ghost, she's going to hip tap too. Make contact, because some teams do switch on contact. Look at Paige. She's running into her own teammate because she's forced to go under too. Shepard was going to jump out and then recognized, I can't. Because now AB is going to make that 45. She gets behind. Kate's going to see that. You pass over top. Sims looks to peel. You got to swing to Soph. And now there's confusion. Enrique's thinking, what are we doing? Kate, she comes off. She's making a throw ahead. Instead of coming off, looking for a pull here. But Enrique, she gets called for the whistle here. Even though Kels is the one that initiates contact. Because right here, she's looking for that hip tap. Makes contact. Enrique's kind of holding her arm. Damn. I'm surprised Kate does not look for a pull. Let me see. Maybe she wasn't expecting to be open? Because I can see Paige. She's looking to chase. Enrique, she's opened up. But I can tell by her positioning, she won't be able to get over that. Kate should have pulled this. Come off. Look at all this space. Last shot of the first. And of course they're getting to this. It's that guard to guard. Again, I'm not really sure what this is called. I've heard button hook because sometimes that guard, they'll be facing the hoop and then they'll make that U-turn, go and set that flat, and then Kelsey in this situation should come off right or left. But you want to fly in the defense. She's going to ghost that. Not really. But Kelsey's just going to reject. Look to get downhill. Tween, Hezzy. And you can see Sutton. She's sitting on that left. She wants to send her weak. Hezzy, get downhill. She's there. Pound, pull. But it's short. Let me see. Hezzy, one dribble. Pound. Sutton puts on the brakes. She's square. Decent contest. Not really. I think Kels just missed that one. Now we're in the start of the second. Interference. But I can see it's going to be an early pin for Kels. They love to get her early. Everything early is for her. It's either that away or wide, or it's a straight pin. And Enrique knows it. So she'll look to top block. Not really. And then she gets caught on that screen. I can kind of understand why she's detached here, though. Because Kelsey is so damn good at going backdoor. If you overcommit to her high side, she knows how to fake out and cut in. And then Kate, dime over top. She's catching and laying too. So I understand. But now you get caught on that. Because she tries to stay attached. Skinny over. But she can't. There's no gap. That's a great screen by Boston. And now you clean her. Kels, she recognized it. I'm curling tight. Getting to my strong. One dribble and she's going to pull in that pocket. Which I can understand why. Because I can see on this frame, Smith has to make a decision. Do I switch? Or do I stay with mine? Because if she switches out, now you got Boston rolling. Pass over top. She's laying too. Because there's no way Enrique can lay switch this. She's caught high here. So Smith is in a compromised position. So all she can do is probably fake fall. Hope that Kels misses or that Enrique can get back in front. But you can see they try to late switch. Kels, one dribble, stop on a dime. Right into her shot. Elbow jumper. And she twos. And that's all because of a great pin. Had Enrique been able to get over that and blow this up, you don't get the advantage. Because even here, Smith, yeah, she was trying to fake a fall. And then she recognized, uh-oh, Enrique is looking to late switch. And right there on that back step, she's stuck in mud here. 18 on 8 of 9. Damn. And it's only a quarter and a half in, not even. That's impressive. And it's going to be another early wide. Let's see if Enrique can blow it up this time. Because she's not really looking to top lock. But I can see she wants to stay attached. Chase over. But she gets caught again. And it's all because of another great screen. Look at Boston. Just holding it. Not allowing Enrique to fight through that. And Enrique's got her arm over. She's trying to stay attached, but she can't. And I can see Kels. She's gesturing one. Got her finger up. Not sure what that means. Maybe it means a tight curl. But now she's coming off. Smith Now she realizes, all right, I've got to late switch this. But Boston's actually not going to look to slip because she sets that great screen. As soon as you feel Enrique stuck to your hip and you can see out of your peripheral that Kelsey's looking to curl, you've got to slip, no? Because now on a catch, actually, the pass is on that midline. So Kate is kind of leading Kels towards that left side. So maybe it wasn't there. Because had she made it right now, and she catches here, Smith helps in, looks to late switch, now you got that pocket, and Boston's going to roll because Enrique's stuck on her high side. You hit pocket, she's rolling, Shepard, she rotates over, Timpson, hold dunker, you got big to big, and now she's laying two on that drop-off. But instead, she's going to lead Kels. I guess this is fine because Smith, she's forced to switch. Kels on the catch. Up, nope. Tries to drive. A lot of contact. And she gets to the line. Smith is kind of late here. You can see it. Not really in position. 1 point game. So we got Kels on a rock. I wonder if Kate pushed and just swung it. We got AB. She's looking to flip because you can see Enrique sitting on that left, looking to weak her. Boston recognized it. All right, I'm just going to flip. And now she goes tween, change of direction. That opens up Enrique. She gets square. And she's going to go under. Uh-oh. She goes under. Hezi. Get downhill. She sees it. All right, she's there with her. Oh, my goodness. One dribble. Snatch. Pound. And I'm pulling three. You can't go under against Kels. It's crazy. And not even just Kels, but in general in the W, every player loves to go under. Even against shooters. It doesn't make sense to me. I kind of understand that you don't want her getting to her strong hand, but you've got Timpson on this single side. Who even cares? I still don't understand why their spacing is like this, the fever that is. But why would Queer ever have to respect that? I can kind of understand why, because you don't want to be on that left lane line in case Kels turns a corner. But you can always just shadow opposite. And if AB sees that she's looking to go dunker to dunker, she's not going to deep roll. She might stop for the short, or she might just fill back out, hold that pop from deep. Because I think she can read that. But instead you have this. That's an easy help for Queer. She's always going to be upping her line. This is the first time I've seen Billings in her highlights. Wow. I wonder if that was just a coincidence or she just was in foul trouble or what. But basically the same thing as last possession. Timpson, single side. Two shooters on the same side. In the same coverage. They're looking to weak Kels. Or if you call it a strong, sending her to her right, you can call it a strong, but obviously her weak hand is that right. So they're going to weak her. Sutton recognizes it, jumps, gets on her high side, forces her to reject. Nope, you're staying on this right side. Queer. She was also going to jump out, but she doesn't. All right, now you got her stuck because you got three converging. So she rejects, but look at the spacing. Kate is literally right next to her. I guess it's kind of awkward because maybe both of them are expecting Kelsey to take the ball screen and get mid. Because now if she does, Kate could just shake behind and Soph could just fill up and fill behind Kate. So you can all come towards a rock. But now because she rejects, it's kind of awkward. But she's able to snake. That's a great rescreen here. Because Billings recognizes she's rejecting. I'm going to set that butt. And now you create a lane. One dribble. She's snaking across. Gets to her strong hand. Now career. She's forced to veer. Actually gets a poke. Look at that reach right here. Just using her length. Can she pluck her though? No, she can't. But now, actually looking to get downhill. The rock is loose. There's a 50-50. Timpson. She's clearing out. Kels gets to it. Shepard. She lags. I'm gambling for this. But now you get burned, don't you? Yup. Because Kels sees it in peripheral. One dribble. I'm getting downhill. Nope, I'm not. One dribble. Snatch. Tween. Oh, now you get another big. And this is worse than Kawir. Because at least Kawir can slide. Now you've got Shepard on her. Alright, now it's barbecue chicken, isn't it? Tween. Hezzy. Get downhill. I want to take the base. And reverse two. Wow. So Timpson cleared out. Now she's looking to flash back. But why? I guess that makes sense because you can see off this gamble, now the wings are in the scramble. They're trying to get matched up. They can't. You got barbecue chicken. She vacates. Seagrass. Now she's low man. Looks to help in. She doesn't want to commit. 5-4 to go. We've got an SOB. Wings up 2. What are they getting to? A UCLA? Yup. And let's see. Sims. She's talking to someone. Kind of distracted. Kels recognizes it. Oh, let me flash for the rock. Nope. She fakes up. Cuts back. Easy backdoor right down the gut. And she lays two with an offhand. She's so damn good at setting up these backdoors. It's ridiculous. I don't understand how. Every time she takes that anchor step, she just flies off. Let's see. So it's going to be this UCLA. Sims. She's looking to deny. And now she's looking to cut back in. Now she's caught on that. Classic Bazemore right here. Kawir. Why is she attached? She's trying to communicate with Sims. You can see it. And she kind of jumps out because maybe she was expecting Kels to come off this curl. Because now if she sets that away, she's coming off. She finds Kels. But then you'd have 3 converging. And you even have Paige there. So she could just start off the pass, couldn't she? But now you're call high. She's calling that. Paige, she sees it. Alright. I'm going to try and peel this. Shepard, she tries to. But they're both late. Gets beat to the spot. I rarely see these happening. These Bazemores. Because a lot of times these just don't work out. Now we're in the third. And she doesn't get her first shot until damn near halfway through the quarter. Crazy. I could see that flip. So we're going guard to guard. I think Kelsey was already down the floor, right? And now she's stepping up. She's going to flip. What is her coverage? Let's see. Because I can see Paige. She's now opened up. Enrique's low here. But I think she's ready to switch. And she is. I can hear her communicating with Paige. Alright. Now you switch that. You blow it up. Kate. She's looking to turn a corner. She was going to make a throwback here. But Kels, she couldn't slip it. Maybe not. Alright, now it's blown up. But she's got Paige switched onto her. Cool. Flash for the rock. Now you got it on the clear side. Catch. I'm ripping. Try to get base. Nope. Paige is there. Let's see. She slides. Cuts that off. Pound. I'm going to step back. Look at the separation. Pound. Push off. Paige. Stuck in mud. Right there. Yeah, that was a push off. Push off. Step back. Look at all that space. That's a very long two, and it's short. But then Lexi doing what Lexi does. Just crashes, route to slot two. Segrist trying to face guard, no hit. She gets that 50-50. Let me see the spacing. Damn. Timpson and Billings on the floor at the same time. Jeez. We've got Clark matched up with Kels. And there's 14 and go. Was this a cross match? It must have been right. We got Shepard, Timpson, Career, Billings. I guess the wings are running three bigs again. If Clark is considered a big, I think she is. Maybe she's a four, but regardless, this is a favorable matchup for Kels. And you can see everybody recognize it. Soph, she'll fill down. Timpson, instead of holding Dunker, she'll fall to the break. Corner. Billings, looking for that pin in. Harris doesn't even see it. Because right here, I think she can get a flare to the corner, right? Because Enrique's ball washing crazy. But Kels has other plans. Pound, and then pull from deep over top, but it's wide. Was there really no other option here? She couldn't look to fry her. Side of two. Again, it's just awkward because you've got two bigs that can't space the floor. They're both at their best in the dunker. So it's kind of awkward because let's say they make that wheel. You've got her filling down. You've got her corner cutting. Even if you make that Clyde, I just don't know if Kels getting to that left lane line will really matter because if it becomes a side of four and you give her that clear side, the spacing would look off. I think there would be somebody that would be able to rotate over, whether that's Shepard or even Career. So I guess she had to settle. But Timpson's there. She crashes. Shepard doesn't get a hit. Basically a jumping contest. She loses that. Good crash. Spring back out. Nope, I want to play bully ball. Gather middle. And then pull two over top. What kind of shot was that? Handles are loose too. Damn near lost the rock. But she gathers, elevates. Shepard, she's stuck on the floor. Was that a jumper? Yeah, it was. Wow. So we hit the trail. We've got Billings diving. Soph, she's looking to lift. No way it's an inverted, right? Yeah, it has to be a handoff. There's no way we're setting an inverted step up for Timpson. Hell no. Now we've got another early cleanup. Harris, she's communicating. You'll fly off this pin. It's guard to guard. Paige, she recognizes it. She's going to point switch with Enrique. Does she see it? She does, but she's late to read it. And they got Kels. She's flying off. Clean catch. Turn the corner. Clark kind of gambles there. Does she have to press up? Because I can see she tried to stun off the pass. But she's way too late. Enrique. She's way too late to switch. Now she gets middle. Burns them. Paige. She tries to late switch. And then awkward Euro gets to the line. That was damn near travel. Because she was going to go left, right, attack Paige's high left. But Paige is there. So she goes left, right, and then recognizes it, and then tries to go back left. But she gets a foul before the whistle. That looked crazy. We've got Harris pushing the rock. Early step up from Soph. And I can hear Enrique. Switch. So she peeks, sees it in her peripheral. All right, now she opens up. You switch. Clark, she's on the rock. Billings, she was trailing. Another early wide, yup. And look at Paige. Way too lackadaisical here. Detached, not expecting this early wide. She's off her body. Now you got Kels coming off clean again. Now she's forced to cheat, gets caught. I'm catching, I'm pulling, and I'm threeing. Come on, Paige. Gotta lock in. You know they love everything early for her. Gotta have your antennas up. So Sims is communicating to Rike, pick her up. I got Harris. And these were their primary assignments, I think. Because Sims was usually on Kate. And if it wasn't Sims, then it was Paige. And Rike was usually on Kels. So it makes sense. Comes down, tween. Now she's looking to size her up. One dribble. Pound. And tween. Nope. But look at Rike. Quickly opens up. She's square. Now what? Hezzy. I'm getting downhill. She's there. Beats her. No way she beats three. If she made that, holy shit. Let me see. Pound, tween. She's going to look to attack that high right. But Rike quickly opens up. She's going to drive anyway. Shepard. She does the right thing. Just helps in. No respect for a big, filling, strong corner. Queer. No respect for Billings floating that half space. Both bigs just commit. Because they know there's no consequences to this. I'll rotate over. I'll help in. And Shepard even commits. It's not like she's helping in to stunt and looking to recover. She's fully committed to the rock here. So you got three converging. Enrique's kind of beat. Kels, early pickup, tries to float over top of three. And misses on that weak. Up 10. Wow. So we've got early drag for Kate. Boston's trailing. She's going to go tween, reject. Let me see. Tween. Change direction. But Paige is square. Look at her feet. So had Kate actually taken that ball screen, Paige would just get cleaned. We're just going to reject. Actually beats Paige. Because even though she's square, she's kind of out of position. She takes that step in. Uh-oh. Now she's trying to slide back in front. But Kate, whenever she gets right, she turns her corner very tight. Now she's getting downhill. She's touching deep paint. And there's actually help for the helper. I'm shocked to see this. And this is why I say hold the dunker. Because I know what's going to transpire. She rotates over. You crack. Now you got this spray to Kels off that paint touch. All because you can see Timpson. She was actually looking to fill out to the corner. Hold the dunker. Hold the dunker. Hold the dunker. Because now, Queer, you know she's a shot blocker. She's going to rotate over. And you can see Clark. She's got antennas up. I got to help the helper. Now she looks to crack. You open up the spray. She's caught that two-way close. And Kels just pulls three. Simple basketball. Trigger the scramble and benefit off it. Up 11 with 3 to go. We've got Kels. Again, look at Enrique sitting on that left, forcing her right. I'll give you mid because she knows help's going to be there. Hezzy, cross. Nope, I want to get back to my left. Oh my goodness. Enrique was going to slide. Nope. Attacking the high right. Can she open up? She can, but she's beat. That's a great cross. Gets downhill. And she's going to tuck the rock. Enrique. She's going to slide. Nope, I'm beat here. Clark. She's trying to up her line. Be in the gap. Quick stunt. But she doesn't want to commit a foul. So she splits. But that still forces her into an early pickup off that tuck. Queer again. Rotates over. Gets another block. Damn, how many did she have on the night? Just constantly ready to rotate over. Where was Timpson? Again. Hold the damn dunker. Imagine if she was already just dunker here. I think Kels could find her because Shepard's not cracking here. But for some reason, they like to cut into space instead of just holding the space. I don't understand. You can see it. Another early away. Is that Enrique? It is. So she went to cheat, got caught under. Now you got Kels. She's cutting back. We're going to rescreen. Now Kels, catch. Shepard, she's going to drop. Oh, I got to jump out. Because if you're going to cheat on this rescreen, you don't want Kels coming off clean to get an open look from deep. So she jumps out, but now she's susceptible to this snake. Let's go. One dribble. Low cross, right to left. I'm getting downhill. You're forced to veer. And she smokes the bunny. Let me see. She's turning tight too. Off the goofy, one hand pickup. Just smokes that. Because she kind of cuts off Shepard's line. So Shepard can't get back in front. She's stuck. Kelsey just smokes that. Damn. Down 9. Game's basically over here. Inbound. Looking for a quick 2. Enrique. She's going to pick her up. Boston. She's there. Looking for the early step up. Kel, she recognizes. Enrique's looking to chase over that. Kawir. She was looking to help over. Maybe look to ice. Nope. I'm going. Push dribble. High cross. Left to right. Getting down mid, beat you, and then beat the big. Oh my goodness, was that a float off the offhand? Right, left, go up, float off the offhand. Wow. Because right here, I'm going left to right, and then I'm going back right to left to cut you off. Kawir, you can't late switch. Shepard, she's reading the entire time. Looks to help over. And then, as Kelsey turns a corner, she sees it, even here. Somehow evades this poke because Enrique, she tries to reach. And then into her gather, right, left, measure that, and float right over top of the big. And that's the first time I've seen Shepard really elevate and try to get a block. And the one time she does, she gives up an and 1. Still a 7-point game, though. I can't tell what's happening, but we've got 23 on the clock. Clark's got the rock. We've got Kate jumping with high hands. Timpson, she's looking to get out to Clark here. Paige. Oh, reset timeout. So SOB, maybe there's no outlets. And then Clark was forced to flash. It's a really far catch. But she's able to get the rock back to Paige. Lex. She reads it. She's going to stunt. No. I thought she was going to stunt and then recover. But she commits. So now she rotates. Switches onto the rock. That then forces Timpson. She's got to diverge again. Kel, she reads it. And she's there. Yup. Gets the pick 6. She's reading it the entire time. She knows, uh-oh, it's mine. That's a dangerous gamble because on this pass, as soon as Shepard catches, she's already thinking, I'm making this swing. But Kels, she just blitzes it. Reaches, and actually gets the pluck. Now you get that pick 6. Get her run out. Paige. Let's see, can she sprint? Get the rock? Nope. Because Kels, instead of laying on that strong, she's going to come across and then look to lay on that weak. One hand pickup off a goofy. She smokes another bunny. But that's a difficult angle. Because I think she beats Paige here. So she could have laid on that strong. But she wanted to ensure that Paige could not get in front. So she cuts her off, but then she's going to go right, left. One hand pickup, inside hand finish. It's not easy at all. And she's sick because had she made that bunny off that great steal 4-point game, they might still have a chance.